We're in an area called Qumron, actually. This is a settlement of people called the Essenes. They were a sectarian group that kind of came out here in the middle of the desert to live and to do religious practice here. They are responsible for something that is actually a really important discovery you may have heard of, which is the Dead Sea Scrolls. Qumron is the place where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found. Actually, right up to the left, up on the mountainside, there is a system of caves, and there's a big one kind of just over the wall, corner of the wall, straight behind, maybe to the left side. There is a cave, that's cave number 1. That's where many of the Dead Sea Scrolls were found, and all over the mountainside they found Dead Sea Scrolls, and that was a very significant find because they found as many copies of Scripture from the Old Testament and of all books of Scripture from the Old Testament, more than they'd ever found anywhere else before in total. In fact, it made the oldest manuscripts 1,000 years earlier as far as Scripture goes, so really important find. But this was a sectarian community. They were devoted to living together, to eating and to working, and they did a lot of copying. And actually, we're in a really interesting room. This is the first time we've seen this on our tour, but they say that this right here area is actually a window, and behind that is the library. So they had a library where they would come and they could literally check out their books or materials that they're going to read, and then they would read them and bring them back, and they kept track of that in some way. And so this is the Essene community of Qumron, which is where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found.